First and foremost, I'm going to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well, teach this truth in all honesty and sincerity. Salutations to you brothers around the four corners of the earth that push this truth in all diligence and sincerity, risking your lives and freedoms to do so. Get into a quick lesson. Don't know the title yet, but just thinking about how everybody is into chasing the bag these days. You know, the bag is more important than their salvation. It's more important than keeping their dignity and their integrity. You know, it's more than having respect for themselves. You know, a lot of our people, Israel, nation of Israel, who I'm talking to, or about, they feel that eating at Esau's table is better than suffering. You know, and one of the great men of our nations, one of our forefathers, didn't see it that way. You know, Joseph wanted to suffer with his people instead of being lifted up, you know, up under Pharaoh when we were in captivity in Egypt. You know, but in these times, our people don't see that. You know, everybody for themselves. You know, but ultimately, that's the mentality, the mentality after post-slavery. You know, but without any further ado, I'm gonna jump right into a lesson. Starting in Luke chapter 6 and verse 23. Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. You know, woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Our people, more and more, they're selling out to Esau, man. And you always had people doing that, you know, from all nations who you know, who's ever in power. You got our people thinking that being in league with Esau is better than, you know, partaking of the suffering for our iniquities of our forefathers. And like the scriptures say, you have received your consolation. Everybody want to get into the rap game and make, you know, records and get these deals. Well, you know, a reward coming from the devil is really not a reward at all. You know, he demands a sacrifice. He demands you to have dirt on you so you won't expose the secrets. And these sleazy E's, they know. They know. They accuse you to the Most High when you sell out to them. Anyway, when you go off, when you know, whatever it is, you break commandments, whatever. They go to the Most High about it. You know, they're just using you to be in league with them because misery love company. They know that their time is running up, is running out, and they know, you know, they're gonna try to take as many of us with them as possible. Continue on in verse 25. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep, and that day is coming, because Esau got a plan. For all you jakes that have sold out, For all you ones that, try to make excuses for him, for, trying to down your own people to make them feel more comfortable. Hey man, you're gonna weep in that day. The famine is coming. The famine of the word is coming. Esau's trying to lock down. These sleazy E's are trying to lock down every aspect of life. You know. I'm gonna jump to the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. Starting at verse 11. Salakia. So in chapter 11 and verse 21. Marvel not at the works of the sinners, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor. And people that sell out to Esau, they don't trust in the Lord, man. They don't trust that he can fix their situations. They don't have the faith. They don't have the patience or the discipline to wait on the Lord and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. And it's nothing for the Most High. If he turned water into wine, if he healed the sick, cast out devils, did all these miracles, man. What is money, man? What is that's nothing. That's nothing. And it's not all about just being rich or having a lot of money. It's what you do to get that money, how you go about getting it. Verse 22, the blessing of the Lord is in the reward of the godly, and suddenly he maketh his blessing to flourish. Say not, what profit is there of my service, and what good thing shall I have hereafter? Again, say not, I have enough and possess many things, and what evil can come to me hereafter? In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction, and in the day of affliction, there is no remembrance of prosperity. So when people get proud and boast about what they have and status they in, the Most High bring you down, man. Scriptures say pride coming before the downfall, coming before the destruction. So again, say not, I have enough and possess many things, and what evil can come to me hereafter? Because the Most High can send whatever. He knows your worst fears. He knows your how to get you. He know how to bring that affliction on you to where it's going to mean something to you. It's going to matter to you in a way that he reaches you and make you understand. Verse 25. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. Yeah, oftentimes people forget, how they struggled, how the things they went through, and they get a blessing, and then they just forget all about what the things that happened to them, the Most High judgments, and vice versa. In the day of your affliction, you ain't thinking about all your belongings and what you have and this and that. A man to give everything up for his life's sake. Verse 26. For it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways. You know, the Most High can jack you up and take you up out of here in a way, man, that you deserve, man. A lot of times when people pass on, they didn't deserve to die that way, and it was too young, and this and that, and but you're not looking at people through the Most High's eyes. You're not filtering that person's life through according to the scriptures. You're going off of your emotions. I'm gonna jump to the book of Mark. In chapter 8. In verse 36. Salakia. Yeah, 8. Pages. Starting at verse 35. For whatsoever will save his life, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel, the same shall find it. The same shall save it. You know, so the people that's worried about their lives and their status here, you know, they gonna easily lose their life. But when you put away that life that you had in the world and you know, stand for the gospel, and even if it comes to death or whatever, you gonna gain that eternal life. You gonna gain that reward from the Most High. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Right. Because, you know, just look at the mentality and the mental, you know, instability of the people's minds that make it to that stardom and famous and rich and, you know, A-list and this and that. They be miserable, man, because of the things that they had to do to get that. You know, and gaining the world on this side, you're going to lose your life, man. And if you're an Israelite, you're going to have to be born back into the kingdom because you already, you know, received your consolation on this side. And which I'll get to that. Well, yeah, I read that script, that chapter, that verse earlier in Luke chapter 6. You already received your consolation on this side. So, you know, suffering for a little while on this side and being a renowned individual in the kingdom, man, that's way more than anything the devil can offer on this side, man. Way more. Which leads me to my next precept in Revelations chapter 3 and verse 17. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked. Like, you naked without this truth, man. You're not covered. You're out there.